Hello everyone, so welcome to one more lecture on milling machine, and in this particular lecture I am going to discuss about the parts of milling machine and how does it function. So let us start. You can see the parts of milling machines are as follows. So let me put this way. So okay, so these are following, and firstly I'll show you the name. Secondly, I'll discuss the details about those components. So the first component, you can see it is base, and first let us list out the component. Later we'll see how does it function, or base is there, second column is there, third knee is there, saddle is there, table is there, overhanging arm is there, spindle is there, arbor is there, arbor support is there, milling head is there, and ram is there. So these are the list of components which are part of any milling machine. Now we'll see how where these parts are located in the machine. So let us switch to the diagram of the machine. I'll come back on this slide later on. So this is a typical diagram of a machine. So you can see this is the base over which all the components are supported. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे बेस देख रहे हैं जिसके ऊपर बाकी कंपोनेंट्स क्या होते हैं, माउंटेड होते हैं और सपोर्टेड होते हैं. सो बेस इज बेसिकली मेड अप ऑफ द सिंगल कास्टिंग एंड इट इज ऑफ cast iron, because cast iron is having the high compressive strength. So since all the parts has to be mounted over the base, so it is made of cast iron, and cast iron is having high compressive strength. Second component, the column, you can see over here it is column. Okay, so column is basically a vertical element or vertical pillar in which there is a driving mechanism, like it is a housing for the gear system, belt drive, and all the mechanism which is used to transmit the power from the motor to the arbor. I'll discuss what arbor is. So next you can see arbor is there, second knee is there. You can see over here this is knee. Knee is mounted or supported on the column, and on the column there are guideways. You can see over here these are the guideways, and over these guideways the knee can slide vertically up and down. This knee can slide over column vertically up and down, so you can adjust the position of the knee, and over the knee this is mounted saddle. So knee can move vertically up and down, and this saddle can move in the transfer direction. Transfer direction means as far as this screen is concerned, it can move away from the screen and towards the screen. So it can move this way. So saddle is there. Over the saddle this table is mounted. You can see this table is mounted over the saddle, and so there is a knee. First there is a knee, and over the knee saddle is mounted, and on the saddle table is mounted, and on the table there is a bice. On the table there is a bice in which workpiece is clamped. Okay, so you can see this is the table, and table is having basically T slots. So in the T slots you can clamp the bice, and in the bice you can clamp the workpiece. Okay, so this is these are the components, and next you can see here it is spindle. It is spindle. So spindle is having a rotary motion, and from where it will get the power? It will get the power from the motor. Okay, so from the motor power is transmitted to the spindle through the various mechanisms. See, there is a mechanism, gear drive is there, belt drive is there, so that we could vary or we could change, we could alter the speed of the spindle as per our requirement. Okay, on the spindle this arbor is mounted, and one can change the arbor of different size or different specification can be utilized, and on the arbor you can see this milling cutter is mounted. On the arbor milling cutter is mounted. So basically what is happening, this spindle is rotating the arbor, and arbor is transmitting its motion to the milling cutter, and this is how milling cutter is getting the cutting motion. As far as feed is concerned, we are supplying the feed to the table or to the workpiece through the This knee can move vertically up and down, saddle can move in the transfer direction, and table can also move. So we are providing the feed to the workpiece through the movement of the table, and table is rotated by the hand wheels. Hand wheels are provided, so one can rotate the hand wheel, and the rotation of the hand wheel is converted into the translatory motion of the table through some rack and pinion arrangement. So lead screw is there, and from that lead screw the table is attached. So when hand wheel is rotated, the rotational motion is converted into the translatory motion of the lead screw. Okay, so, or a rack. Next you can see this is the elevating screw. Elevating screws means this is for the supporting, and you can change the position of this knee up and down. So these are the components you have seen. Next I'll go through few more things. So this is what we have seen, parts. Okay, just okay. So you can see over here there are few things are written, and okay, so you can see the milling machine. How one can define the milling machine. Milling machine are used. These are the secondly most widely used machine after the lathe. Milling machines are used because on the milling machine you can perform the planing, you can cut the gear, you can cut the slot, you can cut the groove. So milling machines are widely used. Milling machines are used to remove the metal from workpiece to get the desired shape with the help of a revolving cutter. That revolving cutter is known as milling cutter, as you have seen already in the diagram. This is used on the flat, rough, irregular surface. It is completed by placing the workpiece opposite the rotating milling cutter. Okay, so a workpiece is placed beneath the milling cutter in order to perform the machining operation. So you can see the base, which I have already told. It is the foundation part of the milling machine. All the parts are jointed on it. It carries the entire load. It should have the high compressive strength. So it is made by the caster. This is something which I have already told you. Next is column. Column is another foundation of the milling machine. It is mounted vertically on the base. Okay, so this is what I have told. It supports knee table. Okay, it acts as a supporter for the knee table. Work is a housing for all other driving members. So this is what I have told you, that it is a housing for the gear drive, it is housing for the belt drive. It is hollow member. It contains the driving gears and motor for the spindle and the table. Knee is the first moving part of the milling machine. It is mounted on the column and moves along the slide base. So this is what I have told you. It can move the hydraulically. You can see over here. Just a minute. So it can move this hydraulically and mechanically. So mechanically it can move through the guideways and through some hand wheel, and we can also provide some hydraulic system can also be attached to move the knee up and down. This is, I have already told you, this is the pictorial diagram of a milling machine. So you can see all the components which I have discussed earlier. You can see this is the overhanging arm, and this overhanging arm basically support the arbor, and in the arbor milling cutter is mounted, and you can see this is the spindle. In the spindle the arbor is mounted, and over the arbor milling cutter is mounted, and this is the table, and you can see table is having the T slots. So on the T slots bice can be mounted, and in the bice the workpiece can be clamped. And below the table you can see this is the saddle. So saddle can move this way, saddle can move this way. Okay, saddle can move this way, and table is also there, so table can move this way. Okay, and cross feed, these are hand wheels. These are hand wheels to impart the motion to the saddle and table. Okay, so base is there. This is what I have discussed already. Next is saddle. So you can see saddle is a place between a table and the knee. Work is the immediate part between them. So this is also what I have discussed. It is also made by the cast iron. So you have to remember this is also made of a cast iron. Next is overhanging arm. Overhanging arm is situated over the column. on the horizontal milling machine. So generally overhanging arm is used in the horizontal milling machine and ram is used in the vertical milling machine. It is overhang over the column surface and other end support the arbor. Okay, so this is also we have seen that overhanging arm support the arbor, and it is also made of cast iron. Spindle is the main part of the machine which hold tool at a right place. So spindle is used to hold the tool. Basically spindle is used to hold the arbor, and in the arbor the tool is mounted. Arbor, it is a mechanical part which is used as extension of a part of the spindle in the horizontal milling machine. It is fitted in the spindle wherever required. So in the horizontal milling machine arbor is used. Arbor support you can see here in the diagram. Just a minute. Yes, this is the arbor support. You can see in the diagram, this part is called as arbor support. Next is the milling head. Milling head is basically head which is having the spindle, arbor and milling cutter. Ram is works as overhanging arm in the vertical milling machine. So arbor overhanging arm is there in the horizontal milling machine, but as far as ram is concerned, it is a part of vertical milling machine. I have uploaded a video recently over the vertical milling machine in which there is a ram, and ram can slide over the column and on the top of the column it is having guideways. In the guideways the ram can slide. Table, so table is mounted over the saddle and it is having T slots. This is also I have discussed. So what table can do, it can provide vertical motion. How vertical motion can be provided? By moving the knee vertically up and down. Horizontal motion by feed screw. It provides the horizontal motion by the saddle से आप horizontal motion provide कर सकते हैं. So this is it. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel.